Right then, welcome back. Today we're going to do race 5. Race 5 in the Soul of Endurance. Seems to have taken forever, this one, I guess, because I'm splitting them up, aren't I? And bike-wise, we're going to go with the 2019 GSXR. It's Portimao, it's bumpy, it's a good track, I like it. Big braking areas, big boy corners, fast back straight. Yeah, nice one. Set-wise, that's what we went for. Bit difficult trying to get the bumps, and we went for a hard front, medium rear on the tyres, and the AI were on one. And when I say on one, I mean the AI were fast. And when I say fast, I mean I wasn't as fast as I wanted. So take from that what you will. But start, we're at the back. The AI can't make a mess of it from the back, can they? Yeah, always thinking. No good starting in 6th. If you drop down to 12th, you might as well start in 12th. So miraculously, we make 3 places before the first corner, and there's a gaggle of trouble in front of us. We just need to slowly work our way through it. The AI don't want us to, so unstoppable force, immovable objects commence, and I've got to try and get through without getting a penalty, without falling off, without getting in a tangle, and it goes alright. There's some daft mistakes. The biggest problem I had with the entire race was the person in 7th. I'm sure it's her. Anna Salgado, Anna something. It's a Portuguese rider that gets to the front, and by the time all this has settled down and everything shook itself out, we are about 17-18 seconds behind, and there's a period of just lapping at a consistent pace and trying not to fall off, as per those two who've just thrown it down the road. So we've gone from 12th to 4th, ooh, a bit naughty on the curbs, and we're doing alright. We're not doing too bad. Front tyre's a bit warm, that's alright. We started the race at 1400, 2 o'clock for normal people, and the temperature is going to drop off. I anticipated having to go to a medium front at some point, but we'll see what happens. So onto the start finish straight, end of lap 1, and I don't know what I did. I decided to go to the cockpit view, and then when I came back out, I didn't go to the far rear camera view. I ended up like this, a little bit closer. I know a lot of people do it, and I think, I might be able to do it, and I hate it. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I ended up losing contact with the 2 riders in front and just ended up being in a right mess, and it just wasn't a very nice camera view at all. And coming down here, we get a bit of a bounce on and we're off, and we get back on and we end up in 8th, all because I chose the wrong camera view, which is absolutely ridiculous. So we've gone from 12th to 2nd and back down to 8th, and we've only just started lap 3. A couple more riders been off, we get up to 6th, and yeah, it was a bit of a, I don't want to say a crazy 10 minutes, but this was kind of the rhythm of the race. I'd work my way back up to 2nd, I'd fall off, go down a few places, have to come back up, fall off, go down a few places, and it was frustrating. So another one's fell off there, another one's just come back on in front of us, and it is Anna Salgado. She's at the front, he, she, they, whatever identification of gender they currently have, and yeah, they were just fast. I mean, I'm 4 seconds behind now, 2 riders in front of me, not hanging about. It's not like we're doing 2-minute laps, we're setting a fairly decent pace, and yeah, it was just, they were just quick. They were really quick, quicker than I was expecting, absolutely. Where was he going? What was that all about? There's definitely been an update in the intervening period between me knowing there was an update and now, because the AI riders, you put it round the outside of them or let the brakes off a little bit and run on, and they do stupid things, absolutely 100% stupid things. But anyway, this was a bit rough. I was sliding the back end in, I was a little bit too hot, I was trying to use a bit of rear brake, and that was a bit naughty. I I'm never happy when there's an overtake like that. I know it's not real, I know it's only a game, but there's a certain amount of self-satisfaction that comes from racing clean. Whoever that was at the side of the track fell off. I'm still annoyed about that overtaking to the hairpin, so I fold it on the curb, standard. So 5 laps in, nearly 10 minutes gone, everyone's falling off in front of us, and he collects me. I couldn't believe it. I thought I'd avoided it, but no, he fell off, took me with him. I guess that's karma for the hairpin incident, but it is what it is. So, I mean, the same lap, we've got a double draft down the straight. We're always going to go blowing by. Get on the brakes. I love that braking zone for the first corner over the brow of the hill. It's absolutely awesome. Big fan. Not so much of a big fan of the one with the chicane on it. That's a little bit of a pain in the arse, but I quite like this. And it, like I said, it was just grinding it out. It just took time, and then I was doing daft stuff like that. So up to 3rd, back down to 6th, and 4 riders together. It's starting to go dark. I'm looking at my fuel, looking at their fuel. I've used a lot less. I'm just running in eco mode. They're obviously running in power mode, and the Portuguese rider in first is 17 seconds down the road. I can't seem to close that gap down. I'm making too many mistakes, but this is quite naughty. Back wheel in the air, around the outside of the first one, and yeah, that was quite nice. I was going to go up the inside, but I thought no, because he'll just chop my nose off. And yeah, I chickened out there. But discretion is the better part of valour, apparently. Yeah, we do get him a couple of laps later. We get past. Again, I'm looking at fuel, 50%, 41%, and my suspicions that they would go in before half race distance were correct. Whether it's enough half race distance for them to get a second pit stop, I'm not sure. So again, the grey matter's working overtime. I can't quite work out whether are they going to need 2 pit stops or 1. So I just had to make a decision. Do I go in now and leave myself as much time as possible, or do I run long? So I thought, no, I'll go in now. I'm only going to get another 1, maybe 2 laps at the absolute most, and it gives me the most amount of time to make up any difference. I was going to go mediums, but I thought, I'm going to go hard for the extra support the hard tyre gives me. If needs be, I'll knock the engine braking off from 1 to 0. Full tank of gas, because we're going power mode. We're going to go absolutely as fast as we can. Once we get out of this ridiculous pit lane, another ridiculous pit lane. The white line for the limiter was all the way back there. Like, that needs sorting out. A little bit of constructive feedback to Milestone. Sort your pit lanes out, you knobheads. But anyway, we get back on. We came out in 3rd. It took us a lap or so. I don't know what he was doing. His hard right manoeuvre into the pits then. That caused my a little bit of a puckering moment, shall we say, when I was actually doing it. Lap 15. 25 minutes or so gone, and the Portuguese rider bins it, so we get past. Nothing like a bit of imaginary pressure to make a fictional computer rider make mistakes, but then I do exactly the same up into the hairpin at turn 12, run wide. They come back up the inside. I was like, oh no, it's going to be one of these where I get past, then the AI goes 3 seconds a lap faster, but it wasn't. It was a bit of a there was a bit of a ding dong for maybe half a lap down the straight into the first couple of corners, and then I thought, right, I just need to concentrate, get my head down, and just put in some decent laps. I don't need to go mad. I'm not setting lap records. I don't need to go daft, and that's what I did. We built up a decent lead. They didn't pit again, as it turns out. 13% fuel left. We're on 22. So if I'd put all my eggs into that basket and run long in the vain hope they were going to pit again, I'd probably have fallen foul. But it's the last lap. I'm going to shut up, and I'll see you again at the end. That's it. Done. All 5 races done. Done. Enjoyed that. Good series. Good mix of tracks. It's a shame they don't do the naked endurance bikes. They'd be quite nice, wouldn't they? A race bike headlights, but the naked stuff rather than sports bikes. But it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers and all that. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody who takes the time to sit and watch and have a flick through one of my videos. Please leave me a comment, a like, subscribe, whatever takes your fancy. Stay safe and fingers crossed. I'll see you again next time. Peace.